Hey kiddos, Star Wars Paladin. Hey kiddos, Star Wars Paladin here. I was just about to go to bed about a long time ago, about an hour ago, and I wanted to check the forums one last time because I was looking for a defect or something. I actually can't remember what I was doing, just trying to see if I could help people. It's really late, it's like 4 a.m. I've got a million things to do today, and I haven't even gone to bed yet. But 2.9 is really important to me. It's so important to me that I stay up all night writing stuff. Well, I didn't write this one. Someone named Leafybug wrote this one. And I want to read it to you, and then I want to read to you what I wrote. Because Star Wars means a lot to me, and I talk to you guys all the time about how much Star Wars, not George Lucas's Star Wars, but like the fans, what Star Wars means to the fans. We're all fans in our own way, and I'm a different kind of Star Wars fan than other people. You know, I like Force Unleashed, and which isn't very popular, but I love it, and I love the second one, and I love Shadows of the Empire, you know, and I love the Clone Wars MMO, but, you know, that's what the Star Wars universe is about. There's enough Star Wars for all of us, you know, and that's what's great about it, and I can respect the other Star Wars players for the parts that they love, even if they're not my favorite, and vice versa. So when somebody writes something that says guild ships nicely designed to little substance, after I just got done farting around for another hour with the guild ships trying to figure it out, and been planning with Estinio all evening how we're going to try to do the conquest thing, and planning with the test guild people that I haven't met for more than 5 minutes, trying to hypothesize how the heck we're going to get all these materials, and reading the other posts of how everyone basically surmises that conquests are going to be the only way, because to get synthetic energy matrix, which are like 100k a piece, alien data cubes are like 50k a piece, biometric crystal alloys are, you know, same thing, and Rakata energy nodes, same thing. Or what are you going to do? Farm 50 ops, for level 50 ops forever? And people did the math, and it ends up being like hundreds of millions of dollars of credits, hundreds of hours of time. The only way that's going to be doing it is conquests. But the conquests are bogus. They're so bogus, and it sucks. And I knew it, but I didn't want to believe it. And Jack was talking today about how he wanted to. They'll cycle through it, so there'll be different conquests and stuff. But the conquests have almost nothing to do with the planet that you're supposed to be conquesting. It's got almost nothing to do with anything. Like 80% of the dailies are just normal freaking dailies you're going to be doing anyway. And it's just more smoke and mirrors and bullshit. And here's the thing. So instead of writing all this stuff myself, I like to try to find what other people wrote. Because more often than not, other people say it better than me. I'm not that articulate. I forget a lot of words, you know? And between the migraines and the stress, the anxiety, and the freaking drama, you know, I don't do as good with this as I could. And so I wanted to highlight what this Leafybug wrote, and then I want to read to you guys what I wrote, and then I want to hear down in the comments what you guys think. I want to encourage you guys again to get on PTS, the public test server forums, and tell them what you think. It's going to be the only way, the only freaking way that we can get this game changed to what we want it to be, or at least partially to what we want it to be. I mean, like I said, there's a lot of different kinds of Star Wars players, and people shouting to shut Galactic Starfighter off because they don't like it, and people shouting to shut PvP off because they don't like it. That's not gonna work. And any rational person understands that shutting off something that somebody else likes because they didn't develop what you wanted is not the answer. There needs to be enough room for all of us here. And so, people are pissed off because PvP's involved with the conquest. Well, deal with it. People are pissed that Galactic Starfighter's involved. Deal with it. Everybody should be able to coexist in Star Wars. So with that being said, let's get into this. Leafybug says, "This is by no means a post from someone who hates TOR. If you doubt my credentials, check my TOR game time on the forums. You'll see how much I play the game. I saw the stream last night, and I enjoy the developer Juggernaut real shot, smiley face. Actually, it's D-face. Thank you for allowing us to see the magic tricks you guys have in your bags. Having said that, please find below my impressions on the guild ship and content. A long time ago, I ran so many dailies and so HMFPs. With 24-hour lockout, I got sick of them. Eureka, I did my call on my gloves to get my gear up for Kraga's Palace and explosive... EV. I always forget what EV stands for. Someone always has to remind me. Then BioWare introduced the achievement system, which completely discarded all that in terms of PvP. I had 60,000 kills when the I'm Death Incarnate came out, but the system saw 0. In any case, the point of this whole anecdote is the following. Run old content to tick a few boxes and get some points/cartel points. In my 2-hour dabble with the guild ship, I've noticed a lack of immersion this game continues to promote. Don't get me wrong, guys. Your design skills for things are impressive, and no wonder this MMO is one of the best looking out there, but the content you make is lackluster. My guild is suffering badly. My progression group has pretty much stopped raiding because there's nothing to keep them in the game. We used to be PvPers a while back, so we thought Conquest will bring a breath of fresh air. We were wrong to a certain extent. Having perused the Alderaan invasion requirements, I was surprised to see old content in there. First we had to run it to gear up, then you gave us the achievement system, so we had to run it again. Now you're giving us the guild ships where we have to run it again. I may be wrong, but isn't there a term for this? Recycled content. In addition, all I saw yesterday was the cost for this to expand is ... Exactly, yeah. Oh, sad to say... This is based on grind and not play value. I fear it may end up like Galactic Starfighter, where pretty much you'll forget about it and give us a new planet to invade sometime next year. You guys have the best universe to play with, yet you can't get it out the door. Why don't you care about the game? Why are you forcing people to spend hours and hours managing the guild with rudimentary tools? I may add, how's the Guildmaster's new tool set coming along? Still working on it just like hood toggles? For what? To constantly recruit and reconstruct because you take 1 year to release new content? Some of us are in 4 raid groups because of the lack of people. Have you any idea of the current state of the game? Why are guild ships on the outside, pretty on the outside, black substance? So, this person managed to sum up pretty much every single discussion I've had in the last 2 days to several weeks with my guild. So... I was blown away. I was like, okay, well, they wrote all that stuff, then it shouldn't be too hard for me to write down a response. So here you go. I said, thank you for making this post. I want to try to write the same message you did, but in my own way. I hope you don't take offense. I'm wondering the same thing. I can imagine a fully immersive Star Wars world that combines everything I love from every single Star Wars game and connects it all together seamlessly. Instead, it's a mess. But here's the thing. The strongholds, the guild ship, it's cool. Don't get me wrong. I love it. I love player housing, but whoever came up with the crafting mat requirements is insane and we're completely disconnected. There aren't even the systems in place to support the level of crafting required. Why can't we play Galactic Starfighter above whatever planet we want? Why can't we just make whatever ship we want and figure out the balance ourselves? Why aren't there PVM missions? Why aren't there 5 to 6 more war zones now? And don't give me that arena crap and stupid hutball. It's totally different. Furthermore, how come there aren't 16 versus 16 war zones with larger scale objectives? Why can't we have trooper snipers, Imperial smugglers, Republic agents, bounty hunter snipers, Imperial troopers? The class rigidity was okay when the game first came out, but it's just absurd now. Get over it, move on. Let us have every single class match that makes sense in the Star Wars universe. Why do bounty hunters get a quest event, but smugglers don't? You think my main class doesn't want some neat smuggler missions? Troopers don't want some kind of neat trooper-specific missions. I know that Jedi and Sith love to waggle their glow sticks at quests specific to them. And of course, agents doing secret missions they can't tell us about or they'd have to kill us. While on the topic of Jedi and Sith, how come their classes are so ridiculous and rigid? Do away with the whole stupid consular and sorcerer thing and just make everyone a Jedi or Sith. Let them choose what they want after that. It's as simple as this: hilt, grip, stance. That's it. Let them choose the rest. To hell with balance is Star Wars. If they choose the wrong grip and stance and try to fight the wrong way, they get creamed. Oh well, big deal. At least they get to play and have fun. That's all they want. I should be able to play a pure dodge reflect Jedi if I want. Someone should be able to play a full parry Jedi if they want. If they want a full suite of lightsaber moves with one hand and shoot lightning out of the other hand while throwing ancient, priceless vases at people, so what? They're all over the place in the books, but this game just sterilizes the whole thing. Lastly, but surely not leastly, why can't we just decide which companions we want? This blows my mind. My guildie mentioned the other day he wanted an astromech droid. I said you have to play a Jedi Knight to get a T7. He goes, yeah, lots of expletives. Ridiculous idiocy. Yeah, you wanted a rich storyline, this and that, yada yada. That was fine for the launch, but get over it. It's time now to just let people do whatever they want and enjoy the damn game. At what point are you going to make a patch that just releases every archaic restriction you put on the game? Let us kill Quinn off. Let us give Vet to the smuggler so we can have a companion that makes sense without all the awkward shoehorning. Let Brunmark and Brodar hang out. Bodar. Let the agent have an entire crew of droid companions if he wants. Who cares? 90% of those companion quests could have been done on any character and it wouldn't have mattered. And I won't let you forget that every class needs one range, one tank, one melee tank, one range DPS, one melee DPS, and a healer. Stupid, stupid, stupid. Ruined a good chunk of the characters because of this wise, stupid design decisions. But that's fine, now it's time to fix it. So tell us how much capital you need so you can start making the game how we want it. That means tear down all the walls. Make it the game we want. We lost Star Wars Galaxies, we lost Clone Wars Adventures. We don't want to lose TOR. I love this game. It will literally be the last MMO I play because I'm not going through this again. Help us make the game we want, because right now 2.9 is yet another expansion with no substance, just like the casino cash grab joke. And believe me, I appreciate the tweaks you're making to 2.9. That makes 2.9 the best it can be. But we need to start making some serious changes and some serious content creation in the game very, very soon. Very soon. And I don't mean another McKeb-sized planet, because even casually we mowed through 2 days per story, one on each side. We need like 10 planets with actual stuff to do that's fun on an ongoing basis. More Galactic Starfire stuff, including PvM, more PvP with bigger maps objectives. Please let us help you. You have the opportunity now to tear down a bunch of stupid, preconceived, prehistoric design ideas that don't fit in the game anymore. Tear them down so we can start 3.0 with an open adventure and add substance back into the game. Oh yeah, and where did the class stories go? What happens to Jaxo, Risha, the Jedi, Sith Girl, and Tatsmug storyline? What happens to Imperial Intelligence? I'm going to put spoilers on all that because I forgot. What does the Jedi Knight end up doing, or the Sith Warrior? Does the Bounty Hunter ever do anything related to Mando stuff? The game leaves us with 1,000,001 questions, and then McKeb, and then nothing. Don't let 2.10 and 3.0 be another empty shell like 2.8 and 2.9. You still have time to add in legitimate content. That means hiring a team just for PvP, a team just for GSF, a team just for storylines, a team just to get the classes all re-divvied back out, a team to get all the companions swappable, a team that completely reworks Jedi Sith so they're unique to the other classes entirely once you get it worked out with the Jedi Sith. Here's a secret though, and when you do well to try to understand. A trooper is a job, not a class. A smuggler is a job, not a class. A mercenary, bounty hunter, imperial agent, they're all jobs, not classes. A Jedi or Sith is a class. It's the only class in the game. The rest are jobs. They're only jobs. You take those jobs, you completely redo the entire system with that in mind. Give jobs to the classes that are jobs, and Jedi Sith, make them actual classes, a real legitimate class. Give them substance. Also, why stop with giving Voss the weekly daily chaos thing? Why not just do that for other planets? That was a blast. Why not make little group finder marathon things where we can chain up little 2+ daily instances on the planet and do them all back to back? Why can't co-op be chained together? It's obviously set up to be that way. Yes, this will all take time. It'll all be an investment. Make those investments now so we can still be playing this game in 2 years with real legitimate content, so people don't look at us like we're total idiots when we tell them we play this game. I love this game so much, and I can't tell you how hard it is to log in the game every day. I've lost more friends in TOR than I've ever had in every other MMO put together. Why? This game lacks substance. The game doesn't make people feel good, and they log off pissed. It gets old. I hope you guys read this. This game needs love. The gimmicks and the minigames are nice, but the game needs love, real legitimate love. And we can tell when the game gets it. Black Hole, Section X, Circa, Oricon, McKeb. But it should have never stopped, but it did. So please don't stop now. Make 2.10 and 3.0 amazing and content-filled. Make it a real, legitimate, huge, fulfilling expansion. We'll be here every step of the way to help, just like we're helping with 2.9. Thanks. So, this is the kind of stuff I'm talking about. You don't have to write something this big and detailed. You know, it took me about 45 minutes to write that. But if you guys want this game to keep going, you gotta get your asses to the PTS server and freaking tell them how you want the game to go. You have to get involved. I don't know who's pulling their strings, but whoever is doing it is going to have a really hard time if everybody is on the PTS forum telling them how they want the game to be. And that doesn't mean shutting down what the other people want. Because in a perfect world, everybody wouldn't be sharing resources. We would just have enough resources for everybody, and all the stuff we want wouldn't be hurting each other. Don't care about people PvPing. Don't worry about people playing Galactic Starfighter. Go post the things that you want. Don't worry about the fact that they're sharing resources or that they pull people off resources all the time. It pisses me off too. Galactic Starfighter wasn't doing amazing, but it was doing okay. And then they pulled 100% of the resources off of it. That sucks. But I'm not going to yell at whoever got those resources. It's not their fault. They probably went to work on housing or something for 2.10 or 3.0. I have no idea. I don't care. I only want resources to go back to Galactic Starfighter. That was the only thing in the game I was enjoying besides dressing up my characters. It sounds stupid, but that's it, okay? I thought it was cool because the Jedi suck. The Sith suck. I'm sorry, you guys. They suck ass. I can go play Force Unleashed and have 1,000 times better time playing a Jedi or whatever, okay? Give me a freaking break. The Trooper's fun to play, but, you know, the Trooper and Vanguard should both be the same damn class. The whole subclass thing is stupid. I'm not going to write that. It would take forever. The old Bounty Hunter Mercenary thing's ridiculous. Don't even get me started on that. They're both the same damn class. All they did was just neuter it by chopping it in half. Just let people call themselves whatever freaking job they want. Just let them make whatever character they want. Who cares? You know, all that just distracts from what the game is really missing, which is content. You erase all those barriers for a second, what you've got left is jobs. And I know it's stupid because, you know, people work real life jobs, but they don't want to work. They don't want to come home and grind away on mats, which is like a real life job. Their bounty hunter wouldn't do that. Are you kidding me? Oh man, I'm this killer kick-ass bounty hunter. Oh, what are you doing? Oh, let's see, I have to collect synthetic energy matrices, alien data cubes, biometric crystal alloys, and Rakata energy nodes. And that's my bounty, to collect these items. And they're like, what? We're gonna go do bounty hunter stuff because that's our job. Okay? Leave all the collecting shit up to Sith and Jedi, since they're the only ones that have a class. Okay? Gunslinger, that's not a class, that's a job or a profession or some kind of life choice. Alright? Smuggler Sawbones, it's a freaking job. They're all jobs. I'm so sick of harping on the same stuff. But it's because I love this game. And I don't want it to go away. And it needs people that are willing to fight for the things that they want in the game. By getting onto PTS and telling them. Go tell them. Go tell them what you want. Don't shoot down everybody else's ideas. Don't shoot down the resource swaps. Just tell them what you want. Because that is the only way it's going to get made. Do not trust whoever is running the show, whoever is actually calling the shots. Do not trust whoever that is to make a single damn thing that you want in this game ever again after what happened with 2.8. And now 2.9 is shaping up exactly like I thought all along, which is Conquest or a joke. And it's going to be a huge mat grab with a game that can't even support a giant mat grab. Because there's no way to even consolidate and trade mats. And yeah, they knock down, legacy prices. That's because they're listening to us. For the first time in months, which was the arena rewards, the ranked rewards, they listened to us on that too. They made some pretty cool stuff. When they decide to listen to us, which is very few and far between, everybody has got to get in gear. Get your shit together. Put fucking Call of Duty down or whatever it is you're gonna go do instead of playing Star Wars. Get on the forum, even though it's boring. Maybe take a break from your schoolwork or whatever. They're listening to us now. We've got these resources maybe for another month and a half. And then whatever 2.10 and 3.0, however, they're probably not even going to tell us what happens to 3.0 because McKeb was a complete freaking blindside. But maybe if we get involved, maybe they'll let us know what's going on with 3.0. Even though I know they won't want to. But maybe they will. Maybe we'll get to give our feedback. And if not, at least we'll get to give the feedback for 2.10. The casino thing, that was on PTS also. But nobody knew how bad that was going to be. But I think a lot of people said we're not going to get blindsided again. With how stupid those casinos were. They really fooled everybody, and we don't want to get fooled again. And we don't want to lose the game that we love. So, go get on PTS forum and tell them what you want. Tell them what you like. Tell them what you don't like. Tell them why it works. Tell them why it doesn't work. Make a new thread if you don't see what you want, or go find the thread and support the person. Don't go troll. Don't go argue with people. Go find the stuff you support. People keep saying if you want to find something negative, you can find something negative no matter what. It's true. finding something positive is extremely difficult. But if you find the things that are positive, the things you support, or if you find the negative things, you know, if you're supporting a negative, that's turning a negative into a positive. You know, negative is just another mindset for accomplishing exactly the same goal. People just don't like it. Get on the PTS forum. Make your voice heard. Because in 2 years we might not have this game. The way it's looking now, we might not have this game in 1 year. Because whoever's calling the shots has no freaking clue. Freaking clueless. Strongholds, cool. Guildship, cool. Right? But those are just mini games. Like Galactic Starfighter. Don't get tricked into thinking that it's anything else but another patched on minigame. Which is fine. But that minigame shouldn't be plastered together by nearly impossible crafting requirements. That's stupid. You have no idea what our guild's been going through trying to put those mats together. So, I've said it a million times, so I'm going to cut the video. Just get on PTS forum and freaking tell them what you think. It's the only way that anything's going to get done. It's the only thing that they're reading. They don't read the Twitch stream stuff. It's just must go. The guy's a moron. He's just a talking head. He hasn't done anything for us. He barely even communicates. Like the bare minimum. You gotta get on here. They all read it. Everybody all the way up to the top reads this forum. The PTS forum. They say they read the other ones. I think they do. Suggestion forum. But not to the extent to this one. Okay? Get on there and let your voice be heard. Don't take these opportunities for granted.